Alongside Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark, Martin played a pivotal role in guiding the Iowa Hawkeyes to their second consecutive national championship appearance, narrowly losing the title with an 87-75 defeat against the South Carolina Gamecocks. This event marked the concluding year of both Martin and Clark's collegiate careers. A few weeks after this game, Martin was chosen by the Las Vegas Aces as the 18th overall pick in the second round of the 2024 WNBA draft. She initially secured a significant role off the bench during her rookie season due to injuries sustained by other Aces players. However, as the team began to recover, her playing time diminished significantly. Following the season, it was announced that Martin would participate in the inaugural season of the new 3-on-3 Unrivaled League, set to launch in late January. She joined the Laces basketball club alongside her Aces teammate, Jackie Young. In December, the WNBA conducted an expansion draft for the Golden State Valkyries, set to debut in 2025. Martin's tenure with the Las Vegas team was abruptly curtailed as she was selected to join the new franchise. On Saturday, just 4 days into the new year, Martin shared an Instagram post featuring notable moments from 2024. The post included several images of herself with family and friends, including Clark, as well as two showcasing her in the new Laces jersey. During her solitary season with the Aces, Martin participated in 34 games, averaging 2.6 points, 1.6 rebounds, and 0.9 assists across 11.5 minutes per game. The Indiana Fever has announced the appointment of Stephanie White as their new head coach, as confirmed by the team on Friday. White, who served as head coach for the Connecticut Sun for the past 2 seasons, takes the helm of a franchise prominently featuring WNBA star Caitlin Clark. As we embark on this new era of Fever basketball, I am excited to welcome Stephanie back to the franchise, stated Kelly Krauskopf, president of basketball operations. Stephanie is intricately woven into the fabric of this franchise, both as a former player and a member of our championship coaching staff. I am well acquainted with her outstanding basketball intellect and leadership style, and I am confident that no one better comprehends our culture or is more suited to guide our group of players to the next level. With a focus on a promising young core that includes Clark and Aaliyah Boston, the previous 2 number 1 draft picks, White aims to elevate Indiana to their first championship since 2012. An Indiana native and former standout at Purdue, White has considerable familiarity with the Fever, having been part of their coaching staff from 2011 to 2016, including serving as head coach during the latter 2 years of that period. She was also one of the inaugural players on the franchise's roster in 2000, competing for the team for 4 seasons. I am immensely proud and privileged to return to my hometown of Indiana and take the helm of the Fever during such a crucial juncture in the franchise's history, as well as at a significant moment for women's athletics, stated White. This franchise has consistently demonstrated its dedication to achieving victory, and I'm excited to engage in daily efforts to secure another WNBA championship for the most passionate basketball fans in the world. White achieved a record of 55-25 with consecutive semifinal appearances while coaching the Sun, earning the WNBA Coach of the Year honor in 2023. Prior to her return to the WNBA, she served as the head coach at Vanderbilt for 5 seasons and has extensive experience as a basketball analyst. She succeeds Christy Sides, who led the Fever to a 20-20 record last season, marking their first playoff appearance since 2016. The organization announced on Sunday that it would part ways with Sides, who concluded her second season as head coach. The Sun revealed on Monday that White's tenure with the team had ended after 2 seasons. White's appointment represents the latest significant development for the Fever, who appointed Krauskopf as their new president in September and Amber Cox as their new chief operating officer and general manager last month. The addition of Clark, the 2024 Rookie of the Year and a first-team All-WNBA selection, propelled the Fever into a new level of prominence. The franchise led the league in attendance this year, averaging over 17,000 fans per game, and consistently attracted over 1 million viewers for its matches. Excluding the league's newest expansion team in Golden State, the WNBA is set to see 7 new head coaches take the reins for the 2025 season, which would set a record, according to the Elias Sports Bureau. Angel Reese is getting ready for her debut in the Unrivaled League on January 17 alongside Kalia Copper, engaging in team bonding by playfully teasing her 30-year-old teammate by dubbing her a grandma. At 22 years old, Reese of the Chicago Sky stands in stark contrast to Copper, particularly in the realm of sports, where athletes typically experience physical decline after reaching the age of 30. This is a point the forward leveraged by jesting about Copper in anticipation of their pairing in Nafisa Collier's Unrivaled League, a basketball series featuring 2 teams of 3 players competing against one another. "Grandma, you can always come. Never mind, "We have 10 weeks to converse," Reese communicated to X.com, previously known as Twitter, shortly after the Phoenix Mercury suggested she is Copper's granddaughter on the platform. The leading candidates for an unmatched comedic pair already, the Mercury, for whom Copper competes, shared on X.com, accompanied by several videos in the comments showcasing the two women engaging in playful banter in the gym and before a green screen. Following the conclusion of her unrivaled league, Reese will resume play against the Indiana Fever on May 17, marking the commencement of the 2025 WNBA season. She aims to enhance the Sky's 325 performance from 2024. Thus, despite her abrupt removal of her Instagram account, it appears that Reese is faring well, as she continues to live her life and enjoy her experiences away from the Meta-owned platform while preparing for her latest basketball endeavor. It is speculated that the 22-year-old, who was the sole non-Caitlin Clark vote for WNBA Rookie of the Year, deactivated her account following backlash over the dress she donned while celebrating the new year. The fashion enthusiast, who delights in attending parties, dinners, and red carpet occasions, wore a golden garment that left her midriff nearly entirely exposed, allowing fans to view her belly button piercing. A minimal amount of string secured portions of the dress that covered her breasts and offered some protection from indecent exposure. Critics nonetheless condemned the outfit as inappropriate, while others attempted to mock her. Indiana Fever player Caitlin Clark had an outstanding 2024 and documented it in a multi-photo Instagram post on New Year's Eve. In the post, Clark shared several personal experiences, including vacations with friends, her appearances at events supporting her alma mater Iowa, as well as professional milestones such as being awarded Rookie of the Year and being named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. "My favorite moments from the best year. Time to make 2025 even better," Clark articulated in her post. Clark's 2024 was undeniably replete with historic events that altered the perception of women's basketball and left a significant mark on the sport's fanbase. As the WNBA Rookie of the Year, Clark established a precedent as the first rookie in WNBA history to achieve a triple-double. She also set new debutante records for points and three-pointers. Her remarkable performance earned her the title of WNBA Player of the Month for August, and she was selected as a WNBA All-Star. Her contributions to the Fever propelled the team to a playoff berth against the Connecticut Sun, an achievement many believed would require an additional year or two, given Indiana's previous challenges. For her exceptional abilities, Clark was honored as the AP Female Athlete of the Year, joining an esteemed cohort of WNBA players who have received the accolade, including Cheryl Swoops, Rebecca Lobo, and Candace Parker. In her concluding year with Iowa, Clark shattered the NCAA scoring record while steering Iowa to the national championship matchup. Although Iowa eventually faced defeat against Dawn Staley and the undefeated South Carolina Gamecocks, Clark significantly contributed to raising the game's viewership to 18.7 million, thereby enhancing the visibility of the sport. Clark's inaugural season in the WNBA also catalyzed remarkable growth within the league. The Indiana Fever experienced an astounding 182% surge in overall attendance, and their game against the Washington Mystics established a new WNBA attendance record of 20,711. Clark was instrumental in augmenting fan engagement for the W according to ESPN. The entire season, encompassing the regular season, playoffs, and finals, averaged 1.2 million viewers, rendering it the most viewed season on ESPN platforms to date. This represents a 155% increase from 2023, with viewership among individuals aged 18 to 34 and women rising by 164% and 165%, respectively. Caitlin Clark undoubtedly left a profound impact on sports in 2024, and her legacy is certain to expand into 2025 and subsequent years. When Jason Kelce inquired of Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark on the New Heights podcast which accolade she values most, she revealed that it was her academic All-American distinctions. It took diligent users on X merely a few hours to ascertain Clark's GPA at the University of Iowa, an admirable 3.64. As a Hawkeye, Clark earned the title of two-time Women's Basketball Academic All-American of the Year, three-time First-Team Academic All-America selection, and a two-time Division I Academic All-American of the Year. "I'd echo the response my mother would likely give, which would probably be Academic All-American," Clark shared with the Kelce brothers. "She was proud of me for being an exemplary student in college. That aspect often goes unmentioned." Unsurprisingly, Clark also garnered numerous other accolades during her undergraduate career. She was a two-time AP Player of the Year, recipient of the Wooden Award, and Naismith College Player of the Year. Clark did not solely secure premier awards during her outstanding junior and senior years, she also showcased dominance throughout her initial 2 years in college. The former Hawkeye earned the 2021 Big Ten Freshman of the Year accolade and subsequently led the nation in assists a year later, marking the first of 3 occasions she accomplished this feat. Clark further enhanced her trophy collection at the professional level. After being selected first overall by the Fever in the 2024 WNBA draft, she continued to accumulate honors. The Fever star achieved recognition as a WNBA All-Star, a member of the All-WNBA First Team, and was named the league's 2024 Rookie of the Year, narrowly missing a unanimous selection by merely a single vote. WNBA luminary Caitlin Clark made her presence felt at Carnesecca Arena on Saturday to support Butler against St. John's in what concluded as a 70-62 Big East victory for the Red Storm. In reality, Clark attended to support Butler's assistant coach Connor McCaffrey, her partner since 2023, during their time as basketball athletes at the University of Iowa. Clark, who was the top selection of the Indiana Fever after setting all Division I scoring records at the Hawkeyes, occupied a seat in the front row behind the Bulldogs bench. The 2-time College Player of the Year contributed to the Fever's playoff advancement this season and received recognition as an All-Star and an All-WNBA first-teamer. "It will be enjoyable to attend those games," Clark expressed to the Indianapolis Star in September following McCaffrey's hiring, who is the son of Iowa coach Fran McCaffrey. "I have a passion for college basketball, and he has been immersed in it throughout his life and is committed significantly to it. It will be enjoyable, and it will offer me activities throughout the off-season as well, providing a team to support, but it remains Go Hawks." Clark engaged in conversation with the Butler staff members outside the locker room after the game.